Hey, what's up? My name's Adal, and we're gonna go through the process of what it is that I'm doing for this particular show, going to Alibi East, California. We're 24 hours away. It's 11:20 p.m. and 24 hours from now, the show will begin at 11:30. For my number, it's gonna for the first part. What I'm gonna do is actually pass out little flashlights with an Adal Dream sticker on it. With my soul, like my, the Adal Dreams, my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. It's all has the same. It all has the same name or whatever username. So I'm just gonna add the sticker and put it away. What I plan to do is pass it around, so like the audience, and be like, like these are for you guys as like I don't know, if like a souvenir type of thing, but like just so they could have something. It's like marketing material. I want people to remember me. I'm not from California, so it'll be really interesting. And it's pretty simple. I got this box off of Amazon, and it came with like a lot of. I don't know if I should leave them in the wrapper. I probably should leave them in the wrapper. Let's see. Or should I just leave them like that? No, just like that. Because if I give them in a wrapper, they won't know what to do. Whatever. It comes with a charger, but I don't think I'm gonna take all the chargers. Like, that's just doing too much, to be honest. And who really is gonna keep it this? We're gonna be at a bar. So I finished all of them. On to the next project. Those are the props, so I'll be packing those first, and then let me go get the outfit that I'm gonna be wearing. Okay, so those are the props. So that goes first in the bag. I'm thinking of doing like makeup first because I don't want to forget something that's important, and then I'm gonna be stuck without. But although I could buy something out there if something gets wrong, the padding. So my challenge right now is actually to pack my outfit. So it's gonna be like this beautiful fantasy, but problem is it's a pretty big outfit. So to fit it in luggage, I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I haven't worn this in a long time. So it's gorgeous. Can't wait to have it on. But I haven't worn it in a long time. The thing is, like, will it fit in the luggage? Because if it don't... Okay, so I have failed you. I said I was gonna record like everything that was going on, but guess what? I forgot my charger back in Chicago. So I did some ghetto things. Because I have two phones, right? So I have that phone and this is my backup just in case. And what happened was both were dying because I had decided to go out right after I recorded that, doing all that and packing. I ended up going out to my friend's house. I ended up getting so wasted. Ended up Ubering back home and just rushed out. Didn't realize that both my phones were like on low battery. So I was like, shoot. So I survived. I got on the plane, ended up landing at the hotel. Oh, I was in freak out mode at the hotel. So what I did was like, okay, I need to get out. So I ended up like picking a restaurant to go eat. So I go to a restaurant, and but next to the restaurant there is actually what's it called? There is actually there's like next to the restaurant there's like a phone shop, like you can buy accessories. So it's like, I'm gonna get me a charger, and I'm just like, I walk in and I'm like, hey, can I get your cheapest charger? Here I'm thinking like maybe they're gonna be like, oh, $15, $20. No, they were like $37. I'm not cheap, but like, come on. I have a lot of chargers here in Chicago, so I'm not really gonna. I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna have to buy it. Like, I'm not gonna be struggling without a phone. And also, like I said, I was gonna do like all these videos, and I just was like, I need to get it. So I buy it, and I go to the compadre's cantina, and I start like eating. I'm eating my nachos. I asked the waitress if she could like charge my phone, and so she was charging one phone, and I was using the other one. So and then I ordered a margarita, and then I ordered a paloma. This is so embarrassing. And then I ended up switching the other phone. I was like, "Can you charge this one now?" She's like, "Okay." And in that process, my mind was thinking. I was like, both my phones are charged. I don't really need this charger. So I go back in to the store, and I'm like, "Hey, I don't need the charger anymore." And she's like, "Oh, sorry, we don't take any returns. Like, you can't return accessories." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but like, the receipt says, like, I didn't want to be rude, you know. The receipt literally said, we would gladly um, return your accessories if you return it between 1 to 4 business days." So I just showed her that. She's like, "Well, that's what my owner said. Well, that's what the owner of the store says." She's like, "Let me give him a call and let's see if he'll like make an exception." In my mind, I was like, "Exception? Like, it's not an exception. Like, you gotta do it. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, this is, you gave me a receipt. Like, that's why I asked for the receipt earlier. You know, like, gotta think about it." And she's like, "Okay, cool." So she calls them. They get the refund. You know what? I need to check my card because I don't think that money went back on my card. She's like, call us if you don't get the money back on your card." And I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever. Hopefully I don't gotta go back over there to get my $37. If not, I returned the whole charger, and now I don't get nothing." No. Anyways, so whatever. I returned the charger, and then I go back to the hotel, and I realize I'm exhausted. Like, I'm tired. Like, this is a lot. You know, like, oh my god, why did I do this to myself? Landing from the airport, not taking a nap. So then I end up like, I'm in the Uber going to the hotel, and I have this cool conversation with the Uber driver. The Uber driver was like so cool. He was like giving me this long speech about like he's like, "Oh, you know, what do you like?" We were talking about like what I do, and, you know, he's like, "Oh no, you know, you have so much potential. You look like a great young man." You know, like, he was like this older man. He was like just telling me, like, you know, giving me his like input in life, and he was like, you know, he's like, "Have you thought about modeling?" I was like, he's like, how tall are you? And I told him 5'9". He's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "And you're built really good, so like you should." He wasn't like hitting on me. He was like just like telling me like what. He's like, "You should think about modeling." I was like, "Oh no 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 no." You know, I missed that mark already. You know. But I also wouldn't be confident. But anyways, that was so sweet of him for him to say that. He's like, "And you know, you could do so much. Like, don't like just like," he was like motivating me. And it was just like very inspiring to hear, like, you know, like him just, somebody just telling me in that moment. You know, because sometimes like you don't realize it, but like sometimes you need some type of like, oh my god, you know. So whatever. Um, he's like, and I was like, "You know what? Actually, I dance," because I meant it more like for my drag show, but I didn't want to say it because I don't want to make the rest of the trip awkward. Which, even if I said dance, whatever. He's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Yeah, you know, see, you're doing it already. You're making money. Like, you're not just settling for something," which is like what he was trying to get his point across, was like, don't settle. And I was like, oh my god, that is so inspiring and motivating at the moment. I kind of really did need it. And so I go back to the hotel and I take a nap. I wake up, I shower, and shave the little bit of beard I had, which is none. It's like a few hairs. um and then I end up going to the show, and this is, you know, um I meet the first two queens. You know, I show up. They had just arrived, I believe. They're like, "Let's take a shot," and I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let's go take a shot." We took a shot. We got a drink. They're very very cool. We were like doing our makeup at the same time. This was really really cool. This is like a super fun part of doing drag. Is like when you get to do your makeup or get ready with another queen or something, like just in case somebody doesn't have something, you know, help each other out. Like, it's just like this beautiful culture for me. Like, I'm just like, oh my god, I miss this. Like, you know, because like I haven't really been doing drag for in a while. And I'm talking a little fast because like I don't want the video to be too long, you know. um so we're like getting ready, we're doing our makeup, everything's like so cool. We're just chilling. um and then the other queens started arriving. Everyone was talking. I meet the owner, or one of the owners, and then we start, like, they're like, okay, get in your walk around outfit, and then afterwards we'll change into our actual outfit. And so we're all walking around, like, whatever. We're walking around, like, and that's another thing that a lot of shows do, is like they want you to interact with the audience to get them more hyped up. So what I did was what I said. I brought the flashlights. So I was talking to them, passing out my little flashlights with my little sticker on it. And like, people are like, "What the hell? Like, what is this? Like, what do you But I at first asked for permission first. I was like, like, is it okay if I do it? Because I don't want to, like, step on nobody's toes. I don't want to, like, mess anything up between people, or, like, So I asked for permission first. She's like, go ahead, you're free to do it. So I was like, cool. So I started talking to the people. I was like, I'm like, it's to hype up the queens, like, not just me, everybody. Just to hype them up, hype up the show. It's Virginia's birthday, so it's like fun. Let's make this special. At least that's what I wanted to give the audience, like, an experience. And they're like, oh, cool. And then they just kept flashing. They're like, oh yeah, I'll follow you. Have they followed me though? I haven't checked, but I don't think nobody has followed me. But I don't know. Maybe they have. I think actually I'm losing followers, if anything. Sorry. Get emotional sometimes. So whatever. We end up what did I do? Oh, where was I? Okay, so then everyone's getting ready. We're walking around. It's like a cool interaction. We go to the back and we get ready for the show. I put on my purple outfit that I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so exciting. It's gonna be fun. And yes, I ended up performing Por el Contrario, which is like a slower song. And that's when I took out, like, the little flashlight. Everything was so cool. Everyone was, like, living for it. Like, they were cheering, and, like, they had their money out right away. But I was like, no, I need to hold off on, like, the walking, like, the I gotta, like, first, like, present myself before I start doing anything. So I was like, this is the moment where I'm just, like, kind of, like, just chilling, presenting myself. This is Adult Dreams from Chicago, But obviously the host was, like, Virginia was so cool that she, like, introduced me so, like, amazing. Give me an amazing introduction. I love the way she hosts, by the way. The next song is actually Harley Quinn by Fuerza Regina. I did the AI female version of it. And that's when I started, like, kind of hopping up and down and, collecting the money, And so when I was collecting the money, everyone was, like, so interacting with it. Everyone was cheering. It was so much fun doing that song. And then it's like I do, like, a little medley. Like, I just kind of put it into a little section where it's not, like, a full song. It's just, like, a 3-minute it's like, literally, it was like a 3-minute and 20-second number. That's what it was. And just to keep the audience, like, wait, what's next? Like, dun. That's the way my brain works also. So I can't, like, stick around for a whole song. It's just not in my brain. I think it's like the new, everyone has, like, not a long attention span. Okay, so my last song was Bongos by Cardi B, and it was really, really fun. It was, like, the number where I, like, kind of have that a little bit more choreographed, just because I've done that song before. The other two I've never done. This one I've done it before, and I've done the same, like, little clip, like, but this one is not the censored version that I would say. This one had all the bad words. The other one is because it was a different type of event, but this one was, like, very very censored, very uncensored. I'm sorry. And so I performed it. Audience was living for it. They loved it. It was fun. It was so much fun. Before she brings us back on stage, she ends up bringing me and the bartender, whose birthday it happened to be also. It wasn't my birthday. It was, like, the bartender's birthday and Virginia's. So she's like, oh, and then Adele, because she's from Chicago. So yeah, we took some shots, and then she brought us, like, I left the stage, and then she brought us all back again. And when she brought us back again, one of the queens had brought a cake for Virginia. And then we all sang happy birthday to Virginia. It was a very, very, very fun time. Afterwards, we got changed into our other outfit, and we just started drinking. It was so much fun. I ended up having like a really good time, but I didn't get like drunk. Like I ended up having like a couple shots and like a few drinks. Like it wasn't like I didn't overdo it. I was like, I also had to keep in mind I'm not in my home, so like I also have to be careful, not with the people I'm around, but because like I don't know the neighborhoods, or something happens, like I don't know, you know. So I ended up ordering my Uber back to the hotel, and when I went back to the hotel, I was just like, I'm tired. So I got my makeup, showered, and then I was like, okay. I lay down, but like, you know, I woke up the next day. I was like, oh, there's still makeup, you know, like there's still so much makeup on my face. Um, but I still like, you know, I left. I left with my head held up high. I think I did a good job. I think it was a fun show. I think everyone did a great job. It was such a good show. Do y'all want to hear about my airport experience, or should I save that for another day, or should I just not say it? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If I should do more videos like this, I don't know. Let me know. Subscribe. Also, I'm back in Chicago, and it's like -degrees over here, so like I'm just being like lounging and like just enjoying. That's why I got the chance to do this tape or video. This is how I got this video. All right, bye.